Hey guys, I'm at the National Museum of Scotland today. My name's Arthur and this is my rolling vlog. So one of the first things which you see when you enter the museum, and you can't help but be impressed with, is the view from the gallery. Take a look at this. It's just amazing. And the view down here looks impressive as well. When you come here, there's so much going on in this museum that you could spend a whole day and still not be able to do everything, because there's so much exhibitions and events going on at once, which is really cool. One of the main things I wanted to show you was this model of the museum, and this was where I did my intro from, around about here. I don't know if you've noticed this, but this is made up of Lego. You can see the individual bricks here, 90,000 to be precise, in this entire model, and that's a lot. It took the brick artist Warren Elsmore and his team 350 hours to build this scale model of this museum. Warren Elsmore, I don't know if you know about him, but he's a freelance artist. He's also an author of numerous books about building with Lego bricks, and he's been doing stuff like this since he was 4 years old. But it's only been for the past 5 years that he's been building commercial models out of Lego bricks. Some of his clients has included Lego, as well as Dell, the BBC, WWP, and Visit Denmark. So this guy knows his stuff. And his first book that he released was called Brick City, and that has now been translated into 21 different languages. And his models are going on tour throughout Europe, and it's been seen by hundreds of thousands of different people, which, from somebody from Edinburgh, is really cool. So he used scale plans and elevation drawings to create this miniature model, and it's not just the front of the building that is actually created. If we go around the side of the building, it's also the inside as well. If I line myself up correctly, this is where I am just now within this model. So all the bricks that were used were standard Lego bricks, but some parts had to be sourced from all over Europe that was able to create this unique build. And it's just... I'm not the biggest Lego fan, but I'm really impressed by all this. But that's not our dino. And I'll try and show you the actual real objects that are depicted in this model as I go along today. So Warren used scale plans of the museum to create the first layer of the bricks, and then an elevation to work the slope of the road outside and how that interacts with the building itself. It's just so much work that has went into creating this model. And these double arch windows that you see here was one of the hardest bits for Warren, because the standard arches that Lego do didn't work for this model, and in order to get around that, what they used was car wheel arches instead. And it's really worked to make this building so detailed and just look just like it does in real life. This boat down here, where that wheelchair user is, that will be me in 3, 2, 1. And here I am. Well, I've made my way down to the actual object. This, I thought, was a longboat, but actually it's a feast bowl. This huge bowl is from Attu, one of the Cook Islands in the South Pacific, and it says here that it holds up to 300 gallons, and it would have been used to serve food at communal feasts, and it was an important part of their culture as it was both a way of praising the gods and seeking their blessings. And this bowl was inherited by Titiawa, and she was a princess, and she retired in 1892. So let's see what else we can see in this museum. I've now entered one of the most gruesome areas of this museum, and this is huge. This, if you haven't already recognised it, is a T-Rex. T-Rexes were up to 12 metres long and weighed 7 tons. So basically he should have been on a diet. The next gruesome skeleton I'm showing you is that of a saber-toothed tiger, and their teeth are scissor-like, and that was perfect for slicing through skin, and rough tongues for rasping meat off the bones of their prey. There's other things in this particular part of the exhibit which will be upsetting to some viewers, so I will not be showing them. It's upsetting to me as well. I will not be showing any of the taxidermied animals. Now that is unbelievable. This in front of me is a mega sloth. So we all know what size sloths are now, but 10,000 years ago they were so big that they lived on the ground instead of in trees, which sloths live now. The biggest were up to 5.5 meters long and weighed up to 5 tons. As I'm going through, just wanted to show you some of the artifacts that you can see in the main gallery. So this is a statue of James Watt, who I will talk about in another vlog. So this section here, as I quickly pan through it, is their transport area. And can you remember in the scale model, the rally car? Well, that's this bit here. I'll be going through that exhibition in more detail in another visit. Whoa, this is bright. I've just come out of a lift and it's affecting my eyes. Oh my gosh. So I'm now about to head into another lift or elevator to show you a fantastic view, which I'm sure you'll like once I get there. And I've just randomly gone into a dead end. So once I figure out where I'm meant to be going, I'll be back with you guys. I kind of thought while I'm here, I would come out and show you the view from on the top of the roof terrace. So here's what you can see from up here. Museum pigeon. Incidentally, this is Edinburgh Castle, straight ahead. And museum pigeon is gone. You get such an incredible view from up here. And remember, oh, there's museum pigeon. And can you remember when I was on the Ferris wheel during Christmas? You got a view of the Scott Monument. Well, that's it up here. And this pigeon is helping a lot with the scale, because obviously you know how big a pigeon is, so you can get scale. Oh, 2 museum pigeons. And if you look past the Scott Monument, you can get a really good view of the Forth. And across the other side of the river is Fife. And this is a famous structure within Edinburgh, which I'll tell you more about in a future vlog, but it's also a filming location from a movie that was shot in Edinburgh, and that will all be revealed in a future vlog in the summer. And here's a quick view of the other side of the building. And those hills in the distance there are the Pentland Hills. I had a great day today. I enjoyed seeing those Lego model. Wasn't that just awesome? And seeing all those fossils, although gruesome, was really cool to actually see how big these animals were. I've got more adventures to come, but for now, it's time for me to roll on to my next adventure.